Now, reasons in this video, we will going to discuss about the reasons for what are the reasons for implementing PDM systems. Point number one, PDM ensures data integrity. So that means what is the data integrity? Once it has been stored, it will not going to be shared for any other for people other than the outside the project. Implementing an effective PDM system is critical because the creation of any new product yields enormous amount of product information which must be documented, edited, reviewed and approved. So whenever we are going to go for a new product development, so naturally we need to have n number of huge amount of data will be there, huge amount of documentation required, and we should properly review it and then we need to approve it. So this becomes a very huge thing which is required. PDM acts integration tool connecting many different areas, thereby servicing as a central knowledge location for processes and product industry history, and promotes integration and data exchange among all people and business users who interact with products. So that means it is the integration of various departments which is in the organization who is working in that particular product development. So in those cases, and this will going to ensure that the data integration will going to be given to all those people who are working on the product. The right information is available to the right person at the right time in the right form. So that means whatever the data which is required for that particular person, only it will going to be supplied with that particular data what he wants, and that is the right person at the right time in the right form. Then the second one is PDM streamlines process workflow. The PDM system also controls the process and procedures that manage how changes are proposed, reviewed and approved and incorporated into a product and its associated data items. For example, making copies of data, sending faxes. That means they need to send the lot of information has to be sent it outside. So all those data, of course, this is what we are talking about, the faxes. It is the olden days, but today everything is done by using the mails. So automatically the mails will going to be sent as and when it is required, and it is sent automatically. So that is how they will going to have the data integration. Transporting changes from one person, department or office to the next, mailing documents and packages overseas, etc., could be very difficulty with a manual product data system. So that means the transporting changes, that means if you want to inform any product change or a transporting changes, that means within the project or within the project in the product development, if there is any change, we need to inform those changes to all the concerned people, that those concerned people may be the department or office to the next, mailing documents, packages overseas. That means we need to send the information to so many people who may be in-house or within the organization, or he has to, some people are maybe some people may be assigned or maybe with the outside overseas also, the people who are being associated with this particular project. So we need to send all those information to such type of people. When you want to do it by manual, it becomes very, very difficult. So for such reasons, this PDM system will going to play a very major role. Automating these processes with the help of PDM software can help people improve and more easily manage essential PDM system functions such as document identification, revision, control, supplier source records, part attributes records, BOM, and engineering change control with the workflow. Then the point number 3, PDM facilitates configuration management. Configuration management is a key driver of quality assurance throughout the product life cycle. Configuration management comprises of 5 key areas: planning, identification, control, status, accounting, and audits. PDM software provides the traceability from product design to product creation that is necessary to satisfy ISO standards on the use of configuration management in industry. Then we need to give the financial justification for PDM implementation. Why this is required? So this is basically because once we want to have the PDM system, so since it involves a very huge amount of data has to be taken care of, so naturally the cost of this PDM implementation is very, very huge. So we need to give the justification how it is possible and how it is justified whether this PDM system is required to our organization, and also we need to justify the for this particular product development we require the PDM implementation. So in addition to investing time and money in developing new products and improving the productivity, working conditions, corporate image, etc., they require a huge investment in implementing a PDM system also. So what happens? So once the PDM implementation has to take place, then naturally what happens? The working conditions will going to change, and then the productivity will going to increase, and then since it is a very huge investment, so the corporate image will also changes. There are two major areas of PDM cost justification to describe. One is on revenues and the other one is on benefits. Cost justification with respect to revenues. Reduction in labor cost due to the reduction in number of working staff. See, as the maintenance of data is very huge and it is done by automated, so naturally the number of working staff will going to be reduced. So thereby the labor cost will going to be reduced. Reduction in cost of materials used in products and energy consumption in the process. So that means as we have the latest things which will going to be taken care of the moment when we talk about the PDM implementation, there are a lot of software which are will going to be integrated in this system like CAD, CAM and CAE. So naturally the high-end softwares which will going to be used and the latest versions of the softwares will going to be used, and thereby what happens, and this will going to optimize the cost of the materials used in the products and energy consumption in the process. Reduction in cost assigning from scraps, wastage, storing or holding products during reworking, repairs and returns. So that means since as it holds the information about the scrap, wastage, storing or holding products, all those informations can be integrated here. So naturally there will be a reduction in cost for all these things. Reduction in documentation and data transferring cost, because everything is done is automated, thereby the documentation becomes easier and also data transferring cost will going to be reduced. Reduction in penalty and warranty cost. Then cost justification with respect to benefits. Increase in the number of customers. As you know, as the customers will always want a good quality, and once they see that the product development has been done by using the PDM software, naturally the customers will going to have the more inclination because of the better quality. So therefore there will going to be increase in number of customers. Once the increase in number of customers means what? You will going to get more profit. Increase the product price paid by customers. For example, by increasing the product quality, PDM enables customers to be charged with the increased price. As the quality has been increased, the customers will not have any hesitation. Thereby they can give since they have the good quality, so naturally the PDM enables customers to be charged with the increased prices. Increase the range of product that customers can. For example, by improving the product structure management, PDM enables more customer specific variants. That means as we have the PDM integration, so naturally the time consumption or the time consumed will going to be reduced because everything is been automated. So naturally the quality of the product is improved. Once the quality is improved, naturally the more customers will come, and as the more customers will come, as depends upon the customers will going to have different range of products which they want to be get developed. So naturally increase the range of products that customer can. So that is the advantage. Increase in the service paid customers. PDM to improve the quality of existing services naturally. So increase the range of service that customers buy. PDM to support additional services. So get customers to pay sooner. PDM enables developing and delivering the products faster. So this is the advantage. Then the last thing is PDM, an essential enables for PLM. PDM evolved with the introduction of CAD systems that required a database to store huge amounts of data resulting in from 2D drawings, 3D models, analysis, specifications, etc. So that means we have the 3D models, then convert it into 2D drawings, then analysis. That means you need to have the analysis done, and specifications. PDM is a design-focused technology that increases efficiencies within existing product development processes by improving the management of product design data. PLM is a strategic, process-centered approach that leverages PDM and other technologies along with consulting services to manage product life cycles, remake processes, and increased output. PDM updates all modifications related to data, people, and processes, and enables the right information to be available to the right person at the right time and in the right form. PDM implementation leads to profitability, productivity, and quality. All these things which will going to be by using PDM implementation, we're going to achieve this. PDM can form a basis for organization to restructure their product development processes and implement initiatives such as concurrent engineering and collaborative product development. So what does it mean? So PDM can form a basis for organization to restructure their product development processes. That means when you want to develop the new product, so they need to restructure the organization according to the requirement of that new product. So that can be done faster by using the PDM implementation. So that is the advantage of using the PDM software. So this is how this will be concluding the first module on the PLM and PDM. Thank you.